Ooh, ladies and gentlemen.
Silky smooth.
Oh, that was beautiful, boys. How we doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you again for joining us on a St. Patrick's Day special.
I preferred the
Saturday night pre.
I prefer the extended intro. Chris let it play with it. We start getting the cymbals in. I like that. I like that better.
Yeah, do you, Pat?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, bud.
It's my 2 cents. My opinion. Pepsi told me he likes it too.
I'm sure the fans loved it last week.
They did. I got so many emails about it.
Pat,
How many did you get?
I don't
we
know.
had our worst week. We need Joe back. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand when Joe's not on the podcast, you are not interested.
Where in the world is Joe Keneally this week?
I don't know.
He's like Carmen Santiago.
Okay, let's see here real quick. Let's give it the nose feel.
Brewed by Microphone Brewing.
Oh, it's by Erie's.
Feels a little warm.
1231
Oh, it's collaborating.
Garlish Drive,
Ears
Elk Grove
Brewery.
Village, Illinois, 6007.
Mike Phone Brewing. Okay.
Microphone.
Oh, microphone. You get it, Pat? We're on a podcast.
Wheat Like Waves, a German-style Hefeweizen.
Should have got the Coors Light.
Should have gotten the Coors Light.
You know, that's pungent. I had last night, I had an Old Irving Pale Ale. It was called Breezer.
Yep.
It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, they've had that one for a while.
It's the first time I had a dipshit. Okay. It was great. Did you? Have you had that one before?
Hey, have you met Pat Lynch? Dickhead since 1988.
Are you wearing? Is this really what you consider green?
This is basically all I got. It's green. I don't have like.
I want to pinch you so bad because it is technically green.
It's a green. It's a shade of green. You can't do it.
This is the closest. I didn't have any green in my house. I looked around. I'm like, it's not good.
I don't know. What do you think, Chris? Not bad. It's kind of.
I'm sure it would be better if it was
more
colder.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It's not.
I
the
want
worst
to
anymore.
say thank you to Lauren Davis for getting this for us.
Oh, thank you, Lauren.
Yeah, very nice of her. She didn't have to do that.
You're a scholar and a gentleman. Don't care what Pat Lynch was saying about you today.
Yep.
Did you turn your mic off?
I didn't.
Oh, you did. I apologize. Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, Pat ain't ever going to leave, ladies and gentlemen. It was funny. We were talking about, David, how did this come up? Who is having somebody is quitting a podcast because it's becoming too much work?
Oh, I said the guys across the street.
No. This was at dinner last night, and Lauren was like, Peter will never quit the podcast. I'm like, the day it becomes a job, I'll quit. And we all know this ain't a job, boys. I like to talk and I like to drink.
If this becomes your job, you'd be a pig in shit.
No. Oh my God. No.
If this became our job, we'd be talking about taxes, and this would be the most boring white guy podcast in the world.
Could we make it any more boring?
Yeah, talking taxes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, this has got to be the most. I actually.
That might actually be like beneficial.
Yeah, somebody.
to people.
Yeah,
Pat,
somebody like
you
that.
know what I imagine our podcast of taxes would be like? Would be like that scene in Parks and Rec where the guy comes over and wants to give a demo on QuickBooks Desktop. And it's just like, nope.
In the middle of the party, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nicole did ask me this last night. Like, what's the topic for this podcast going to be? We never come in here with a topic, ladies and gentlemen. We have some.
Strap yourself in and feel the G's, baby.
We're winging it.
Yes, this is why this is the most boring podcast. We should just change our name to the three most boring white guys. That would be the best. You know, whenever we decide to do a new branding, that's what we'll call this: the three most boring white guys.
It can't be the Saturday night pregame podcast anymore because Joe's not here to pregame with us. So
Yeah.
we're going to change the name. It's going to be the three boringest white guys in the world.
We're gonna lose all of our 20 subscribers.
Hey, it's 241, dickhead.
Hey, yeah, get it right.
Yeah,
Damn, you're really working on those ghost accounts these days.
Hey, don't you?
That is your comment every time. All right, we get it. You think I ghost comment or ghost anything?
Do you require your tax clients to subscribe to your podcast to get a discount?
I'd get a 5%
You get a
discount.
discount if you subscribe to this
Wouldn't
podcast.
that be fucking hilarious? Oh, brother.
You guys want a 5% discount? Subscribe to the S&P podcast.
Leave a comment. You get 10%.
I'm going with the beard, boys.
Yeah.
I'm going long hair,
Joining us.
and I'm going full beard.
I actually trimmed mine down a little bit.
Maybe I'll go for
I would
Halloween,
never have noticed.
Halloween for Chris next week. I'll just keep growing this, and then I'll shave my head, and I'll go as Chris for Halloween next week.
That's
Hair might not come back though.
Listen, Pat, the hair's doing just fine these days. The Hims treatment has done wonders for me.
you could be Frank Prill and
Does
have
it keep taking it?
Maybe your mom will offer you to pay for the hair transplant.
Chris told me that last night. I didn't know. That was kind of crazy. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he opted for the LASIK instead.
I don't know. I don't know that I would. Which one I would go with? I kind of like having hair, but being able to see without glasses or contacts is probably pretty nice.
I wouldn't know, but it would be probably.
Yeah.
You don't do contacts, Pat?
I can't get them in my eyes.
I did them
Too
once.
many other things getting in your eyes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too sensitive.
I get it. Do you ever hear the story? The lady, like the one lady who was having really bad eye irritation, and they took out like 64.
She went to sleep with them in her eye, and they rolled back into her. Like,
they took out like 64 contacts.
I remember I tried doing mine, and the guy like jabbed it in my eye, and then it took like another like 20 minutes to get it back out, and I'm like, I'm not doing this all the time.
I tried it and it wasn't bad, but then like one tore like really bad, like it tore like a big tear right up to the middle of the contact lens, and it burned my eye so bad. I'm like, I'm never doing this.
I'm just really like sensitive when you get like when things get close to it, and I just couldn't.
You're really sensitive when things come close to your face. We get it.
Pat is just light them up, baby, light them up. Oh,
this is why people turn off right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
You know what's kind of crazy? So the Are You Garbage? Love that podcast. My favorite podcast. I save them for the weekends.
You spoil us.
But they
so
kind
much.
of treat us that one.
I mean, let's be honest. It's much better than the political crap he puts on during the week.
Oh, you hating that?
Yeah,
He's putting that during the weekend too a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I like to, because you know who gonna gets me a little upset with the politics? People who have voted for a certain person. They need to hear how horrible life is right now, and they need to understand what they're. Sometimes when you make decisions, what fucking happens.
I don't need to know how miserable life is
Maybe
because
life's going
I'm
great for
living
them.
how miserable life is.
The shit that Max sends us, like, these are the things we're getting from Max now. Now, because Max can't trade anymore because the markets are shit, and he's scared of them. We get.
Oh, we get Debbie Downer, Max. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, we get. The Treasury Secretary was casually pulled out of an interview and scared to death by Trump. Vance is skeptical of this Iran war, but he can't say anything.
I heard that he was like full bore for it before this.
No,
he
was always
well,
been
according to people that.
That's why he was in the kids' room when the war went off.
Yeah, they're speaking. Yeah, they're speaking on anonymity, and these are sources that said like he's not very much for any type of war or anything.
Good
like
luck,
that.
hey. Good
Yeah.
luck, JD, with the fucking. If Trump lets you try to go for election, there's no chance you're gonna win. If you do win, America deserves what it gets from it because this is ridiculous.
I'm moving to the Cayman Islands.
There's
I'm gonna buy an island.
There's no way we win this war with Iran. And
You only would afford to buy it out of the Caymans.
No, I'm gonna buy an island somewhere,
Okay,
and I'm just gonna put a tent up, and that's where I'm gonna live.
nice.
No
make
Wi-Fi.
sure there's fresh water on it.
Yeah.
No hurricanes.
That too.
Maybe Arctic Island would be good for you.
All right, let's get into it. What do we got planned for tonight? St. Patrick's Day. The city is dyed green
And drunk.
and very drunk.
Yeah.
We saw people at 7:30 in the morning getting on the train, and we saw people getting off that train coming home from work at 6 o'clock. They were doing 12 hours of drinking. We were doing 12 hours of taxes.
The Metro people on Thursday was telling how like this is like the worst day of the year for them. They say people peeing in garbage cans, puking over railings, puking in bathrooms,
Having sex out in the open.
doing drugs in the bathrooms, all kind of stuff.
I think this is even worse than T-Box. T-Box used to be one of the worst. I think T-Box
Yeah, well,
is
T-Box
much
is
more
more or less limited to one area, right? This
That's
is like
fair.
citywide.
Yeah, no, very true.
I was thinking. I thought that because I know like during Lollapalooza they stopped like you couldn't bring alcohol on the trains and whatnot. They wouldn't let you because Metro allows.
I think they banned on St. Patrick's weekend too.
Do they?
Chris
The
and I
other-
were watching a nice gentleman. We almost were thinking about beating up for his
Surfsides.
Surfsides.
But I thought they also like on like Lollapalooza weekend they like lock the bathrooms like you can't use them on there because
They could be, yeah.
So I'm wondering
They
if they
might be doing that too.
I wonder
Yeah,
if they
then
started
the
doing
kids
that.
are just pissing in the garbage can, like Pat
Yeah.
said.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, it's better than having people just randomly doing drugs in the bathroom and
No,
everything.
fair point.
The
Fair
one guy
point.
said the one conductor like was walking down and he got puked on over the rail, and I'm like, that'd be time to get the guy off the train probably.
Yeah, I'd be like, you need some, yeah, you need more than the Metro home.
Yep. So
Remember that one lady from when we went to Ravinia that the way she died, the old lady
Oh yeah,
where they carried like her limp body. Remember that? The way she died, and you were there.
No, what?
We
Yeah,
went
from Chicago.
We went to
The
see
Chicago concert or
and
whatever,
we came
yeah.
back from that. There was a lady that was like they literally carried her on, and she was just like laying on the ground, like she was dead. Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
she
Yeah.
legitimately like dead, and her friends were like doing like nothing for him. Like
Oh, she was drunk. I thought she was actually legitimately dead. Like when
she
Joe,
looked like
no,
she
she
might have been
just-
dead.
Yeah.
Joe and I saw somebody literally die after a run, and like they brought him back.
Pat
But-
said he saw somebody die at the Jimmy Buffett concert, and then Cheeseburger in Paradise came back on and raised up like the Undertaker.
Patsy said he's seen a guy die at the Grateful Dead concert.
I can see that.
Oh yeah, Luke Bryan, right? Yeah, jeez. Well, no, I was actually talking about
Real
somebody
Debbie
dying.
Downer over here.
Yeah, well, wow. The
Must be a Patrick thing.
Yep.
Soft burn crows, those are rare.
That they are.
And so we're gonna go see our favorite cover band. Last week was fun. We went and saw Pat and I had a nice little date. We Wild Goose wings, get them extra crispy, tremendous. But do not do the Cajun seasoning. The Cajun seasoning is so goddamn bland. You really got to muster it up, and they'll give you that little fucking teacup size of their blue cheese.
They're a little stingy with the ranch.
Oh yeah,
They're not like the troughs you get over at
Yeah.
what's the one in Lincoln Park we go to? Broken
Broken Barrel.
Yeah, they give you the troughs over
But
there.
these motherfuckers know how to do extra crispy.
They do.
Oh,
Very crispy.
so good. Fall off the bone.
Lemon pepper were solid.
Oh, tremendous. And then Pat picked with the two other. The mild was really good.
We got medium, I think, but yeah.
Yes, and the barbecue. I thought they were
Teriyaki,
really-
we got teriyaki.
Very good. And we got a little share fry together. You know.
That's
Oh,
cute.
nice.
That's
Did
cute.
your lady
Yeah.
tramp some fries?
Oh yeah.
You did, yeah.
And then I got Pat to do a split the G with me.
I got a little too thirsty.
Yes, he did. And Pat was being a bad influence. Then Brian came, and we should have gotten out of there.
I was being mad.
We should have gotten out of there about a half an hour early, but it's okay.
The guy was playing good. We stayed with
Oh,
band
it was awesome. He was really good. He was playing it up to the crowd, hitting all the Toby Keith hits. It was fucking tremendous.
It was like the Toby Keith night we never got. Correct?
Yes,
Nice.
yes, it was.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
He did not play though. I want to talk about me, and I was gonna go up there and see if he knew it, but
A little too late.
yeah,
The nice part about Carol's is it's such an easy ride home.
it is. But except the guy took us on the highway for some reason. He drove up like Irving and then took us on the highway.
I screwed him because I felt really bad about this actually because I was thinking, oh, if he takes the highway, I'm thinking he's always going to take the highway. So if you go on the highway, just highway me off first and then come back to this Pat. And then Pat's like, it probably would have been easier if he just went straight and then dropped Pat off and then dropped me off.
You know what blows my mind? There's been a couple times we went to a bar, and I'm trying to think what area it's in. I want to say it's like Old Town. There's been a couple times where I've been to like different bars, and I've gone home, and the guy has taken me through downtown and got on the Ohio ramp instead of just going.
Yeah, I've seen that before too. Instead
It's
of
like,
go to like Division or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of taking like the Vision up or something. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I've been
here?
at Dave's and they've done like the GPS and it's like, tell me to go all the way down there. I'm like, no, I'm not going this way.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go see our actual favorite cover band, South City Revival.
They're trying to avoid Peter, but they got it. They post on the gram. Peter's like a hound dog. He's like, I smell him.
I'm keeping it easy, light and breezy tonight, and I'm going to have a nice little drink with the boys, and we're going to listen to some of our music and try to get out of there about 11:30, 12.
I may fall asleep on this couch before that happens.
And then it's another date night with Pat. Tacos this time, Pat.
So, repeat it last St. Patrick's Day.
It was.
Yes, it was. It was. What did you do? Do you remember?
I did. Yeah, I do. I got Korean tacos. I went on a date.
Oh, very cool. The start of the initiation of love. All right, so let's get.
That was an interesting choice of terminology and words.
Have you seen any of the shit that's going on with TSA and airports right now?
No.
Guess
I
how
heard-
long? Guess what time you have? They're suggesting you get to before your flight nowadays.
5 hours.
4 to 5 hours.
Is that with TSA pre-check?
The global. They're not doing.
It's with pre-check, but
Yeah.
they've suspended global,
global
entry,
entry.
Why? Oh,
because TSA is so underfunded
Yeah.
right now.
Come on, Donnie T. What are we doing?
it's got-
here?
So-
It's you know what? It's hard because they're doing what they're. It's what do you do? You're trying to defund ICE, but you're really hurting everybody else. So like this is not good for anybody.
No, then the problem is like these airports, like a lot of these guys are calling in sick or they're just quitting.
Yeah.
Because they're not
tired.
getting paid,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
tired of not getting paid.
It's understandable.
Yeah, but and then the Republicans want to use this as a way to make this privatized.
Do they get what's it called? Do they get back pay eventually?
Yeah, they get it all back. Yeah,
They'll get it all back, but it's like you're working for free right now.
Maybe we just don't drop bombs for one day. Use that money to pay the TSA guys.
$5 billion a day. I think it's something like that.
How big is our deficit?
We're borrowing $50 billion. Like the creditors are coming and say, this is not sustainable. You cannot continue to borrow $50 billion a month.
Listen, guys, it was over within the first hour. It's been a great
I
success.
thought it ended in June. I missed the mark on that one, I guess.
It was over within the first hour. Iran knew it. They knew it. Japan knew it. Greenland knows it because we're coming for them next.
It's insane.
Cuba, you're on deck.
No, Cuba's good. They were screwing Cuba with that naturally, without them getting oil from Venezuela.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're like people are starving. Like
They have literally nothing right now.
Yeah.
Poor people.
They have all those fancy classic cars though,
that can't run.
They can't run right now because there's no
without any
gas.
oil.
but they have them. That's
do.
what matters.
And they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't rust on more with because it's still in the middle of
I wonder
the
why
ocean.
Russia doesn't try to or doesn't provide them oil.
Oh, because of blockades.
And Russia hates everybody, really.
Russia has a couple of those tankers that they caught off in the Atlantic Ocean were Russian tankers that they boarded and took
Iran.
over.
They say Iran's a little disappointed. They thought Russia would be more supportive.
Is that true?
Yeah, and Russia's kind of like, fuck yourself, basically.
And we got our own problems in Ukraine, baby.
Yeah, we're fighting.
I thought China might be a little bit, but I think Russia has provided intel on where U.S. ships are at. Dude, they're knocking U.S. planes out like nothing right now. They've hit like 3 or 4 refuel planes, which cost a fucking ton of money.
I thought those weren't actually. They said those were not hostile takedowns. So that.
I could be wrong. I've just heard that. We were watching, or what I would play today. The guy was talking about how these very expensive planes are being hit by.
So they crashed in Iraq. I thought I read maybe
that was one, but I think they've hit a couple. They hit a couple.
I thought they read that they were not. Yeah. They were not gone because of that.
They did hit a refuel plane somewhere, and I don't know where it was.
Anyways.
Yeah, enough of that stuff.
We're losing viewers by the second here.
But they don't give a shit. I mean, if you're not in the this is like, you could tell.
Oh, I'm not into politics. Yeah. I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, but you gotta. This is what else are we supposed to? We have to be more enlightened or informed in this stuff. This shit's getting crazy. I would like Nicole yesterday. She was getting so uncomfortable when we were talking about like kind of stuff going on in the world, and she's like, "What can we do? There's nothing. Well, we can't just put our heads in the sand. Like, what we have to do now is we have a bunch of primaries coming up. I'm not telling who to vote, but like." When we go to vote, you got to look and see like, who's controlling these people? People who are getting APAC money or getting PAC money probably aren't people that you want to be voting for.
All of them are getting that type of money.
I think there are a few out there, like the guy from Texas is all.
Yeah, there's probably like less than 1% of those people are.
Well,
getting
you got to look at the PACs and be like, all right, well, this PAC kind of sucks balls. Maybe I don't.
They all suck balls.
That's fair, but we can't just put our heads in the sand. Or this is why we get all this shit still. And we can't not talk about it.
Well, you got all the shitty ass people that are running because those are the only people that want to run.
If we get a few good people in, there's a bunch of guys out there who they've sent out a list of like things like term limits. There's like a list of like 50 things that like 80% of America agree with, but they're like things that politicians would never vote in.
Oh yeah,
you got to find the people that are going to start voting and get those motherfuckers in.
I voted Chris McGraw, comptroller of Illinois.
There you
go.
This. We want to take a pay cut, but.
I'd probably take. Well, I'd have to pay the state. You're right.
Did you guys see the Ticketmaster settlement? Under Joe Biden, he sued Ticketmaster for having a monopoly.
They still have a monopoly.
And Trump has one of Ticketmaster's board members in his
pocket.
In his cabinet. And so guess what?
There's no settlement.
They had a settlement.
Oh, did they?
And most of the states were like, yeah, no, we're not going to go with that. Because it doesn't. What they want to do is break up Live Nation and Ticketmaster,
which because they were a couple of separate companies before at some point.
Yes, but it pushes all. If you want to do a tour, you want to do your tickets through Ticketmaster, you have to do it at a Live Nation venue.
But yeah.
So and that's not great for. It just makes it. It's just so convoluted.
It's not great for any of the small venues. It's not great for any of the smaller bands.
Or I'm sorry, if you want to do a venue. If you want to do a venue, you have to run your tickets through Ticketmaster. And Ticketmaster, that doesn't. That's
why
great.
like Shuba's, Salt Shed, the Riviera.
Salt Shed's 50-50 Ticketmaster now because the Kip Moore one was through Ticketmaster.
Oh, was it? I thought
it was.
Maybe it was.
So Salt Shed is a mix. Like Live Nation or the Riviera is not on there.
Not on there.
And then I don't think the Vic's on there. But the other one, the Aragon, is a Live Nation.
Is a venue. Shuba's definitely isn't. They get some bands. Yeah. But yeah, like
they're in that smaller. There's like a smaller sub one that's on like the AXS tickets. I think it's called.
Yeah, they get
So all the other venues are kind of on that one.
So yeah, if you want like you were saying, if you want to play in these places, you got to do like that's why.
And like some like Joe's, I think sells their own tickets, right?
What's up?
Joe's on Weed and Joe's on. They sell their own tickets, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So they have smaller venues like that do their own. But it's hard. I mean, it's hard. It's such a big machine.
And you always get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
The other thing is
like there's 45 pre-sales, and they're all different like ways of getting into them. By the time you actually get in there on the regular sale day, like there's no tickets left, or you're paying like some kind of premium markup ticket, which is the same goddamn ticket that you were gonna buy that's right next to you. You're just paying 8 times what they're paying. Yeah, because now they fucked everybody. They sold all their tickets, so they're gonna fuck you.
Yeah.
No, it's insane.
Like a good example is I went to buy Dave Matthews tickets and I got for the warehouse, I got the thing, so I got tickets that are like not as great as I like to be. So
tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay.
So I like to log in and see if there was like a better option. And the pit tickets were like $1,000 through Ticketmaster, and I was like, "Who's buying this?"
That's what I would love to be.
That would be at 200. If I got midnight from one night, the ticket was $200 for me.
I mean, it's
a 5-time markup.
I'm trying to think of who. What was it? Maybe it was Morgan Wallen when I was.
Think about when Taylor Swift.
And his general
Swift
admission
was insane. That's what fucked everything
But she
up.
was, but the resale market was sending hers. Like she was charging whatever she charged, but the resale market was like 80 times that.
But I mean, I think like even for like what was it? I think it was Morgan Wallen when you looked at the tickets that were like the pit, like floor pit.
Oh,
like, that 100. They were like $1,000.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it's like that's some people, like I guess most people, the people who buy that, probably their whole entire entertainment budget for like at least 6 months to a year.
Yeah, it should be.
And also,
just that one concert.
Like these people are like, if you're smaller or a shorter person, like that's not a great seat for most people.
But you like to be able to move and dance and like I get that. I love those.
But a lot of them are in pits though. They're like if they're not a pit, a lot of them are just like rows down there too.
Did it used to be those were the like cheaper tickets? Like people were trying to get those ones. And then,
general admission sometimes used to be cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I thought. General admission was mostly.
Yeah, because there's really a few artists that do like Pearl Jam like keeps their tickets cheap.
Because they don't do.
And they tried to tour without Ticketmaster for like the '90s, and they were like, you can't do it.
Yeah.
But like Peter said, if they don't have like assigned seating down in those areas. If it's just like you come in, where you're at's where you're at. Yeah. Kind of like the Salt Chef for Timmy Trumpet. That. Yeah. Is literally just general admission. You show up and the ticket prices are.
Like Billy Currington when they have like a little premium section that rips off on the front. Yeah, but I mean that's like the day. I think that was the same ticket. It's like a general pit. It's like it's an open area in the front of the stage, and mine like 200 or 1,000. It's like it's the same seat. There's no difference.
Yeah,
there's no premium about this experience.
Is Dave gonna take a shit on me? Yeah, all right.
Basket it.
We haven't had one of those in a while. How about the Max Crosby trade? Okay, so here's a conspiracy theory, and I want to see what your thoughts are. Do you think the Ravens got to day 2 of the free agency market, realized that the guy from Cincinnati was still available, and he was maybe it was more money, but they were saving 2 first-round draft picks.
It was the same amount of money, roughly.
Yes, I'm sorry.
As Max Crosby's contract
over the first 2 years, but after that he becomes significantly cheaper.
Yes, I think it was. I think they.
Do you think? And did the owner come in and say, "Hey"?
Yeah, because everybody and their mother knows that when you're a month removed from surgery, you're going to fail a physical.
Yeah,
everybody knows that. The medicals were that ahead of time. Everybody knew that. That was not a surprise.
Chris, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, like, I definitely think that they realized that like 2 first-round draft picks for this guy was not the right.
The Ravens also have a bit of a history. I don't know if you know this too.
No,
they traded. I think it was Jerry Alexander to the Eagles last year for like a pick swap, and then the guy retired like 6 days later from like personal reasons, and so like they say that the Ravens knew that, still made the trade.
Oh wow!
Oh,
I mean that didn't the Ravens and the Bears have an issue too?
That was the Bears, I think, though.
Yeah.
Well, they traded Roquan to them, didn't they?
No. He's talking about the draft.
Pick, the pick day, and they realized that they weren't going to take the pick, so the Bears just went and and then do the trade.
Yeah, the Bears got fined for that one. They took like Gabe Kamini or something like that. It was like one of those like
it was a bad.
It's like a late trade. Yeah, they were supposed to swap first round draft,
Mm.
but the Bears never turned in the card to swap the pick, so they just went up and made the pick instead.
So that's why we got that shitty lineman.
Yeah, I could be wrong. It could be. I'm just throwing Gabe Kamini, but it
could be Chris Williams. Could be any of those guys. Were all shit.
Yeah, those late round offensive linemen.
Not named Kyle Tucker or no Kyle.
No, it was
Kyle
Long. Kyle Long was in the mid.
Yeah, anybody besides him would have been shit.
But on that, I definitely don't. I definitely think they wanted their first. I think they had buyer's remorse, and they're like, "Oh, 2 first round. What were we thinking?" I also do think that it kind of helped that the guy made it to the second day, and then they're like, they're like, "Oh, wait, we can rescind this trade, get our draft picks back, and just get a similar defensive lineman for the same amount of money." Yeah.
Now, if I'm any GM, I'm not working with the Ravens. Like you can't trust them.
Not. Yeah, I don't think. I think it burns at least in their current iteration.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for you when you rescind a trade, even though you know the guy had just had surgery and everything like that.
I mean, they I'm sure that like everybody said, like we were talking on the radio, like everybody had the medicals beforehand. Like the insiders were on the radio with them, like they knew the medicals, they knew what it was. Like they knew what the physical situation was going to be like when you took it. So it's I think 100% the Ravens just found a loophole and saw something available.
I thought it was pretty shit. The FCC chair threatens broadcast license as Trump criticizes because they're criticizing the war, and there was another
free speech, bro.
Another conspiracy theory that it got leaked that there was a potential threat of Iran targeting California with its drones. And then there's...
Wouldn't New York be easier to hit than California?
I don't think
weird.
so.
You don't think so?
No, I think that if you like, I think like...
You're kind of thinking about it, you're right. It's probably...
Because they would have to go all the way through Europe, pretty much all the way across like the Mediterranean.
And they could go through China, and then China would not.
I think it's maybe just...
Maybe they think it's Hawaii, bro. It's easier to do Hawaii.
It is, but there's like...
What impact you really is that probably not as big of... Unless you're hitting a bunch of tourists, and that's kind of great.
I've been to Pearl Harbor. It's very sad.
No, but so... And then it was leaked that a bunch of U.S. drones in California went missing. So Trump was pissed at the leak about Iran potentially targeting California, and he's pissed because they were trying to do like a attack. Like this is what the conspiracy theories did. They try to do an attack to get people to be more into the war and being more willing to fight Iran. It's kind of interesting that because they got no support for this war, and so now Trump is pissed that people are covering it. So like. Negatively.
I mean,
and you're really not getting the truth. You're really not. You don't hear about they're not talking about all the deaths of U.S. soldiers or the injuries, or they're not really talking about it's just been declared that the U.S. So another one, Max sent this. The U.S. sent the bomb that hit the girls' school that killed over 150 people. And
because they're using old intelligence that they used to be part of the military base.
And nobody got fired. Nobody got reprimanded. Nothing happened because of that. We're no better than anybody else. You just move on. That's fucking insane. We're supposed to be better than these fucking
people.
Listen,
Dillweeds. All right.
Yeah. I fucking hate that guy so much.
I do love Colin Jost.
He's so good. He's so good.
So
but
good.
it sucks because it's so good for such a shitty person. It's all about. I'm trying to find a little bit more because, of course, CNN. I started now reading their articles about 5 things you need to know. But you read too many articles, they fucking block your ass. So I can only get a couple days now.
I can't.
Peter's not paying the $1.99 a month to get the unlocked.
That's what happened. That's what happened with the Bloomberg. I can't get in Bloomberg anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can only do like one a day, right? If that.
No, it used to be like you get like 7.
How dare those companies want to make money?
No, it's fair.
No,
we're not saying they're wrong.
Yeah.
We're just saying it sucks for us. Hey, dickhead. Hey,
maybe just pay the $2, Peter.
No, hey, about you?
I mean, here's the thing.
You $2 here, $7 here. Before you know it, you're gonna pay in a fucking app service.
I got a $10 in pocket. You can get 5 months.
Stupid ass subscriptions you gotta get rid of.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest. Should there be something like if I'm going to the Tribune or I'm going to Bloomberg and I'm just looking for news, I shouldn't have to pay for said news. Now, if you're giving me something that you think should be paid for, absolutely, then I think it should be paid for.
You pay for a newspaper.
Yeah, but I could also just turn on the TV and watch the news. And tell me, when's the last time you seen somebody with a newspaper? I mean, I see a guy at the gym every.
No guy on the train that takes in the morning.
Yeah, that probably is stupid that still pays for it, but like nobody.
Yeah, there's a guy at our gym who has it still too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's few and far between that you see newspapers anymore. So you're not paying for the newspaper.
I get
anymore.
it, Pat. I get what you're saying. It's just it's fucking annoying that you have to do all these subscriptions. So I have to have 1 million subscriptions, and then good luck whenever you're like done and try to cancel them.
You can get the Apple one. I think that you can
you get some of it. Yeah.
And then what was it? What was the other one that I was thinking of?
ESPN
ESPN used to have a subscription. They got rid of it because they weren't making any money off it. Nobody was visiting their website.
Well, now they have the ESPN. They have the UFC stuff, don't they?
No, Paramount.
No, they used to have like paid articles.
Joe Rogan got. They asked Joe if he was going to do the White House, and he's scared to do. I don't know if scared is the right term, but he's hesitant because the White House UFC would be a huge target for any of our enemies. And he's like, I don't want to be there. And you have all the head of states there. You're telling me this is not going to be a plot. And then everybody's calling him, like, all the right wing people are calling him a bitch for being scared to go. I'm like, it's just common sense stuff. Like, you would be hesitant to want to call that fight.
Maybe you can always call it remotely. Maybe you call it from Texas.
I mean, especially when you're giving away 85,000 free tickets and you have no idea what nut jobs are going to get those.
Yeah.
Oh, they're giving free tickets for it?
Yeah, Donald Trump came out and said they're giving out 85,000 free tickets.
Were they going to make recouping for the bum fights after? So they're going to make the money back?
That's what Joe was also going to talk about.
No, those 85,000 are going to have to fight.
This is like a very bad look. This is almost like gladiator bullshit. Like the rich, everybody else is suffering right now. Like inflation, cost of oil, gas, health insurance. Everybody's hurting really badly, and yet we're going to have these fucking...
I'm also pretty sure that the guy in the headline is not going to be... The U.S. is not going to win that fight.
Oh, I asked John. Like,
Yeah, we were busting John's balls.
I was just asking.
Oh, you were
him,
busting his balls.
And I was asking him. I'm like, it doesn't seem like anybody on that card besides maybe Chandler and Bo Nickel have like a shot from the U.S. Like, this just seems like the U.S. guys are just gonna get. They're sending them to the
slaughter, right?
Yeah.
Any Chicago news that we should be thinking about? Probably not, right? There was a UFC fight last week that
we watched part of it.
We watched like 2 seconds of it.
Oh, the BMF title was on the line.
Yeah, I heard it was all Oliveira.
It was.
We weren't there when that was first.
I don't know of any Chicago news.
The
only thing I've heard about news related that was wild was the LA Marathon.
Yeah, with John Summit.
And then 18 miles, baby. You got a full medal.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I might be able to make that one.
But is that because the weather was so rough, or is that just
this was too hot?
Yeah. But I totally get I can make 18 miles. Fuck you. You couldn't make 18 miles.
If I train for it. If you're training for 26, 18 seems pretty easy, right?
Yeah. Well, 90. No. Hey, listen. Lauren or Sarah, Joe, and Cressy and I, last Saturday, when we ran and it was like 60 degrees, but it's humid as fuck, I couldn't imagine running more than 10 miles in that shit.
Yeah, I mean, they had a bunch of people on the radio that had supposedly run marathons, and they were saying that was bullshit. They were getting a medal.
That's such. Listen, people are such whiny little. I don't give a fuck. I would have loved to trained for 26 and gotten in at 18 and could have been stopped. Fuck yeah.
Well, I think it was only you could have gone the whole way, but you had like an option to cut it off if you felt like you medically couldn't make it.
Yeah. Okay. And if you're then be an adult, and if you think you can make it, finish it because you trained for it. And if you feel like you're gonna die, take the fucking medal.
I'm not sure what the Kenyan.
Why is everybody whining? Why? Who gives a shit?
Got nothing better to whine about.
That's true. Well, no, there is a lot of shit to be worried about right now.
These are the things that are important, Peter.
Yeah. John Summit ran the LA Marathon, and then the guy who won it.
The guy who won it came back in the last
second. I felt everybody's like so happy for this. The guy who I felt so bad for that first runner.
The first runner got diverted too. He ran the wrong way because some guy there was some fan that was cheering, and he went down the chute where they send the people who win down this thing where they're going to do the podium stuff, and he went down that way, and people in the crowd were like, "You're going the wrong way," and it took him like 6 blocks to realize he was going the wrong way. Had to come back around and run it, and still almost won going the wrong way. It's the second week in a row that they've had that kind of issue with.
I felt bad for that guy because I know how that feels, and he had nothing left. And good for the second guy, I give it to him. But for that guy at the end there, probably because he ran an additional 6 blocks, he had nothing left in the fucking tank. But I'm always looking behind me for Joe,
he didn't
for Chris.
26.3. He was 26.2. At that point, actually, that point killed him.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into feel good. Yeah. Feel good stories. All right, Pat.
I'm ready to feel good.
Yeah, me too. Scan that makes prostate cancer cells glow can eliminate invasive biopsies and false diagnosis.
All right, there we go.
My mom told me about there's a new blood test that can detect cancer in the first stage.
Yeah, it was on the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. But it costs a lot of money.
That was the one with all the guys' tight ends where the tight ends relax.
No.
That was a colon cancer one. Yeah,
that was for the prostate test.
No, but all cancers. Yeah. There's a new test out there that can detect early stage cancers, like most early stage cancers.
But then you got to go find where it's at, right? Because it's in your blood. You don't know what kind of cancer it is.
Yeah, but it at least gives you an idea, and then you can start to, and then you could go get that. You could go get that. Scan of your whole body. There's scans out there that'll find early stage cancers. You could do it for $1,000.
Right, but they're not always accurate, right? That's the problem.
It's like I think they're up to 80 or 90%. So even if it indicates something, then you go get it checked.
Yeah.
The hope is that it at least indicates something. It could miss stuff. You're right. Yeah. But that's why you should do it. Like my mom was saying, you should do it in your 40s. You should do at least one scan in your 40s and probably do it every 5 years after that.
It'll probably be like a colonoscopy where you're get it every 5 years.
But it's not covered by insurance yet, which is stupid. But
wow, that doesn't make sense.
They gotta make profits, Chris.
Bahama Boy's message in a bottle floats 4,000 miles to be read almost exactly a year later in Portugal.
That's
kind of cool. Hedgehogs could avoid extinction by silent ultrasound installed on cars to prevent roadkill. Oh, I see. So they're hedgehogs
that much?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you ever seen. I showed Pierre this video.
Yeah, it's fucking
down in
the.
That
was just really fast. No.
No. No, that was a good one. No, this is about.
We gotta give him that one.
Yeah,
you give you your second. That was a good one. Wait, hold on.
No, I think.
No sounds.
D. Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Okay, I feel better.
There's a study that some kid did in college down in, I think it was either Florida or Alabama, where he put a plastic turtle in the middle of the street, and people would go down in either Florida or Alabama would go either way to run over the turtle. Like it was a plastic turtle. So like,
I'm sure this is Florida.
yeah, but
they were trying to figure like Chris was saying, they were trying to figure out ways to prevent the turtles, and they just realized that people were fucking shitheads
even
driving into the turtles.
They would see him on the road and just run.
I try to avoid when I see a dead animal. I still avoid it. I don't want to like add insult to injury.
Yeah, no.
You know what though? I hate to say this. I will if it's in the road. I would try my best, but you have to be super careful because many accidents, bad accidents.
Well,
happen.
today there was a squirrel on Ogden or whatever that highland is when I came by.
Yeah.
When I went around it.
Yeah. Hawaii University hauls 84 tons of derelict fishing gear from Pacific Ocean garbage patch. The fishing gear is the worst thing that could happen to sea life. Like you're fucked.
Well, the animals get caught in it, right?
Yeah. Chimps' love for crystals could help us understand our own ancestors' fascination with these stones. Oh, that's kind of cool. Not that I really understand that. And then people who are like, I know people who are, what do they call these things? Crystals, like the crystal people.
Yeah.
Is Katrina a crystal person?
No.
I feel like she is. No.
Pat is.
That would not be. No.
Ooh, significant heart disease risk can be detected from routine mammograms using AI up to 70% greater. That's kind of good to know.
Yeah.
See bad men don't get mammograms.
Well, you're right. That's probably before. But maybe they'll start doing that so that they can test.
Yeah, Chris, we're going to clear the titties soon.
Satellites can help predict bridge collapses by spotting tiny changes thanks to scientists' solution. Very cool.
That's cool.
Beautiful tortoiseshell butterfly recognizes England decades after elm disease had eliminated it. That's fucking shit.
Yo, shit.
I don't know if this is real. Oh yeah, the miracle berry helped chemo patients remove metallic taste so they can enjoy food again. That was something.
I've heard. Yeah, when you get chemo, like everything just tastes awful.
When my uncle sadly was going through chemo, that's the thing he would talk about is everything just tasted like metal.
I don't recall my dad mentioning that, but it's possible.
It's really hard. Like they tell you got to eat to build up strength, but it's like really hard because like the taste of food is just not great.
And also you have your body's just like getting poisoned. So
and it's like it's hard to eat anything.
Rare species of pink fairy club fungus discovered in UK for the first time. That's kind of cool. It's cool that you like in a place like UK that's, for how many, we've probably explored everything, seen everything. For it to be like something to find that you've never seen there before, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is.
As long as it's not a fungus that's killing people.
I thought I saw a good story from the Block Club the other day, but no, they were all pretty bad stories.
I didn't see any.
I thought I saw one earlier. I thought I remember one being that kind of not potentially good feel-good story, but it definitely wasn't on that particular upgrade. That was like 6 awful stories. The most positive story is that Half Acre and Maple Brewer are combining instead of going under. Because we've had a lot of brewery closings.
Yes, yeah, you saw that Maplewood and what was it?
Half Acre.
Yeah, Ben and I were talking about that, and we were pretty excited. Maplewood's the awesome.
The one we went to
yes.
when we saw the
boxing match.
Was it? No, it wasn't Jake Paul. I watched Jake Paul here. That was a different boxing match.
Yeah. Kind restaurant owners take entire staff on paid Bahamas vacation. Take a picture together too. It's kind of cool.
Must be
nice.
A nice, well-doing restaurant.
Yeah, so I was gonna say restaurants don't do well, and for them to be able to do that, and then also take his entire restaurant's closing his restaurant for a week probably.
Yeah,
at least.
It's kind of crazy.
Depending where it's at, could be more.
All right, boys, let's actually go have some fun on Saturday or St. Patrick's Day, huh?
Try to.
Are you gonna do corned beef and cabbage at all this week, Pat?
No.
Corned beef sandwiches?
No, probably not.
Corned beef hash?
Probably not.
Well, there's no fucking pleasing you. How about soda bread?
Brian actually makes good soda bread. But if I find some, sure, I'll have a piece.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, Pat, you're really not Irish, are you?
I'm 100% Irish.
Did you get your dual citizenship?
Working on it. I gotta eat more. I gotta eat more corned beef.
I was gonna say. I hope they fucking. I hope they see this podcast and be like, "Oh, you don't eat cornbread? You don't eat."
Well, that's the actually the Americans eat it here because it was a cheap meat.
He's gonna get it, and then they're gonna make him forfeit it.
Yes.
Trump's gonna make everybody forfeit. Yeah.
They do. He wants to get rid of dual citizenship.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. And you might not even get your birthright citizenship. You might be fucked. You might be in
my dad's an American.
Proud to be an American.
On that beautiful note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. If you watched this entire episode and have not subscribed, liked, or commented, what the fuck are you doing?
Get us to 1 billion subscribers.
Amen, brother.
Pat, we're gonna get you the Patrick from Baked Apple tomorrow.
Can we work some of my head today?